Alright, it's your buddy George Jones over at the Bergen Gun Range with my next installment on, hey, I got this old used gun. The gun I got today is a fairly new gun. I haven't done an AK video on my channel yet, so I figured it's probably time to get around to it. This guy is a Bulgarian Arsenal AK47, and it is in fact an AK47. Of course, it's semi-automatic. It is a milled receiver Arsenal. It's imported by CIG, Virginia Beach, Virginia, made in Bulgaria. It is a milled receiver gun. It is a import with, originally when this gun was made, when it came into the country, it had a gizmo on it, a thumb hole stock they call it. So it was compliant to some kind of ridiculous ATF regulation for importation, and it has been reworked and made compliant as this gun. In order to do that, you had to put 10 prerequisite, pre-specified parts in the gun that were made in America in order to make it compliant for the conversion away from the thumb hole stock and get it into this configuration. This stock is American made. The pins are American made. The trigger is American made. There's like 25 or 30 different parts you can add on to one of these import AKs to make it compliant. It has to have 10. This gun has 11. So it's super compliant. Now, it never did have a fitting on it or arrangement on it for a bayonet lug. Normally an AK would either have a bayonet lug here or it'd be a folder. This gun has a pretty unique, permanently affixed muzzle brake on it, muzzle device. I don't know if it helps with the recoil or not, but it looks pretty cool. It kind of looks like a miniature cuts poly choke type of thing on there. It's got cuts on the side of it. Got an expansion chamber and cuts. Other than that, it's pretty conventional AK. We're going to shoot it here and see how it actually shoots. My personal opinion is that the Arsenal brand stuff is the best of the best on import AKs. Now there's some 100% made, the US 100% complete made AK rifles out there on the market, and we may get into that later. But other than that, this is a conventional AK in every way, except that it's had some of the original manufacturer's parts removed and American-made parts added to it to get it into compliance. And it is, in fact, completely compliant. Pretty nice finish on it, kind of a phosphate paint coating kind of a finish to it. It's got plastic furniture on it, which I don't really like. I'm kind of a traditionalist, but the furniture that's on it is very well made. Has East German magazine with it, and we've got East German ammunition in the magazine. So we're going to give this gun a try at 125 yards, and we're going to see how it actually shoots. I personally think, again, I'll say that the Arsenal products are probably the best products on the market. This rifle is provided for our use and demonstration today by Apache Armaments in Lebanon and Somerset, Kentucky. That's Lebanon, Kentucky, not Lebanon, Lebanon. And we'll use a little try right here and see how it actually shoots. I've owned every kind of AK in the world and got away from them about 10 years ago, mostly on the basis of logistics. You know, you get a logistics problem. You get where you've got, 25, 30 rifles in 18 different calibers, and every time you want to go out and shoot, you've got to have a box of this and a box of that and a box of something else. And I've kind of gotten away from having that logistics problem and staying personally staying with specific calibers. All right then, let's get this guy off safe. Run one up in it. Got a steel chest center silhouette at 125 yards. I'm going to try for it. See how it shoots. And here we go. That was a hit, boys and girls. That's pretty good. Let's draw down here, Alvin. Oh yeah, now we're getting somewhere. You may be able to hear it hitting down there. One thing's always liked about an AK, it throws the brass nice and far. A couple of those have gone about 25 feet and landed over there in the burn barrel. If you can get down on a rest, of course you can hold a gun steady. I can't. I have to lean on something in order to get any kind of marksmanship going at all anymore. All right, let's get ambitious. Let's try a 10-inch steel plate. Yeah. This gun shoots pretty good. Might draw me back to AKs. Nah. That is a 10-inch steel plate at 125 yards. What it actually is a flange type pipe end cap about 1.5 inches thick, you know, like you bolt on the end of a pipe like at a pipeline or something like that. Boy, this guy gets a little hot, but that's okay. We're going to keep going. All right, let's get ambitious. Let's try the old steel groundhog, 5-inch diameter air cylinder sticking up down there. It hit it. Hit it again. It's a good shooter right here. I always said Arsenal is the best brand of everything. AK. And we're out, thank God. This is a tack driving AK. 30 years ago, when AKs first started coming available, 86, is when McClure-Volkner passed and allowed this type of rifle to be imported into the United States. I went AK crazy. You could buy a folding stock Norinco with 4 magazines and a chest pouch and a whole bunch of accessories for $230, you know, and I was buying AKs every time you turned around, trading up, doing different things, and I've owned probably in AK's heyday, probably every one of them. You see semi-automatic AKs from Russia, Bulgaria, Norinco, Polytech from China. They're starting to command quite high prices now. I've owned the Port of Said, it's called the Mahdi, which was manufactured Port Said Arsenal in Egypt, Yugoslavian, Czechoslovakian, Serbian, which Serbia no longer exists, but you know, as a country. But back in the day, they did import some guns from Serbia, a lot of ammunition. But all of them I've ever seen, the Arsenal seems to be the best receiver, barrel, bolt, and so forth configuration. The Arsenal's the way to go. You know, it's the Colt of AKs, is the Arsenal. Well, that's about all you can say about it. It shoots real good and it works real good and it's very nicely made. If you're considering an AK, I'd advise you to go after the Arsenal. That's about the size of it. We appreciate Apache Armaments' assistance in making these videos. Their material support is wonderful. They're on the web.com, ApacheArmaments.com. Good company to deal with. That's about the size of it, boys and girls. Like, take, share, pie, commentate, and subscribe. Put me a $1 in the Patreon bucket on the way out the door if you like my content. And if you don't like my content, well, okay, fine. Send me an email. Send me a comment. Let me know what you don't like. And like that. All right, then. Just broke 1,300, and I'm tickled to death about it. Got a lot more subscribers than I ever thought I would have. Got a lot more people viewing my content than I ever thought I would have. And I'm just real pleased with it. And I'm real pleased with you guys. Keep watching my stuff and get your buddies to subscribe. And we're working on the 1,500 subscriber giveaway. All right, then. We'll see y'all.